Throughout August 2011, the Waterway Recovery Group of the Inland Waterways Association was busy restoring the Montgomery Canal in deepest Shropshire at Crickheath near the Welsh border.
That's going to be buried for over a year.
This is Alan Jarvis, veteran of many Montgomery Canal work camps.
That's going to stay buried till we're in a position to join to it next year. Yes, please.
Never a spare moment, Alan, on this job.
Oh, it's experimental. That's the issue. We're working this out as we go along, and so it's a constant series of decisions which we hope we're getting right.
And so what have you done today then? What's all the white that we can see over on the profile there?
The white is a very, very clever modern liner system for any waterway, really. What you have to do is to cut the bed profile to exactly what it needs to be, get it absolutely smooth, free of stones. Then you put down a layer of cushioning fabric, which is what the black stuff is that you can probably see bits of. And then on top of that goes this liner, and the liner is a sandwich of more geotextiles and clay, and you lay it down, and then wherever there's a joint you gently peel the cover back and push the two layers of clay together, and what results from that is an absolutely watertight, long-lasting finish for the canal. And then on top of that goes 300 millimetres or a foot or so of soil, and on top of that some concrete blocks to protect it from boat wash. And so by the time you've got a liner system which is 400 millimetres thick, should last a very long time, will stand the ground movement, which is endemic around here. If the ground moves a little bit and gets a little bit wavy, it'll be fine. It will move with it. And then the ultimate advantage from our point of view is it's something that volunteers can do, and with volunteers doing it, it's relatively cheap.
How many volunteers have you got here in this camp?
We have 18 today. This is one of a series of 4 one-week camps, and each camp will have about 18 people. And some of them are our regulars, some of them are new. We have a man from Spain this week, we had a couple of people from France last week. So people come from all over, and some of them have skills that we can use. Many of them we teach. I mean, we teach people to drive the excavators and the dumpers that you can see on site, using our own training program. And so people without skill can come and learn, and people with skills, we value them because they can teach others.
I'm Helen Gardner, I'm the team leader for this week.
And where have you come from, Helen?
I live in Northwich.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you know about waterways up there?
In Northwich, yes, I've got a boat, so I've done quite a lot of boating, and I've been doing this for about 19 years.
It's a bit unusual for a boater to be involved, isn't it? Because most people aren't into boating.
Well, I started doing this first and then got a boat.
Oh, I see, so the enthusiasm spread to
Yeah.
what are we doing all this for? Yeah.
Got a boat, yeah, so I've done it. And normally people buy a boat and then you lose them from canal restoration, but I've managed to stay involved.
What are you in charge of? What's going on here at the moment?
Well, I'm just kind of managing the work from a kind of making sure everyone's safe and everyone's busy point of view.
No, that's the down bottom. Yes, that's find which way. On the very bottom bit.
It obviously costs quite a bit. I mean, volunteers are volunteers, so presumably there's no cost there, but you've got a lot of equipment on hire, you've got a lot of materials here.
The volunteers are actually paying to be here. They pay £56 a week, and that covers their, as it were, their board and lodging. In terms of the money we're spending, it came from Waterway Recovery Group via the IWA and is a legacy. And this 100 metres will cost us, because it's experimental and we're struggling a bit, this 100 metres will cost us about £45,000 to £50,000. We hope to get that down to maybe £30,000 for 100 metres, and that at one level sounds like a lot of money, but for 100 metres of canal that is unbelievably cheap. And so one of the things we're doing is trying to devise a system which is economical, will be fully watertight for as long as necessary, which volunteers can install. But we are doing this on the Montgomery Canal, and it's a good place to do it, but really what we're trying to do is to effectively write the manual for the whole country. We're taking endless photographs as we do it, and we will, in the end, write this up as an instruction book on how to do it and how to do it cheaply and properly.
So you're here for August, 4 separate work camps throughout
Yes.
August, £50,000.
Yeah.
The volunteers paying for their own food and lodging, as it
Yeah.
were. How many metres of canal have we got between these two bridges that we're on here at Crickheath?
About 670. But
It's going to take a few years.
if we do it like that, yes. In the end, it comes down to money. If someone will give us a lot of money, we'll spend longer here. We're here for 4 weeks this year. If we can get hold of the money, and it can't come from the same source, unfortunately, but if we can get hold of the money, we plan to be here for 10 weeks next year. And we'll therefore do 250, 300 metres, something like that. But the crucial point, as you've probably appreciated, is that this section has a winding hole. And until the winding hole is available, neither this section nor the next section along which the Shropshire Union Canal Society are restoring, nor the most recently professionally restored chunk can be used by boats. So this section, in a sense, is the key to unlocking probably a mile or more than a mile of added canal.
How much will we see by the end of the week, do you reckon? By the end of the month, rather?
That's hard to say at the moment. The target is 100 metres. It's taken us quite a long time to get to this point where 6 metres is finished, but we're hoping to get a lot quicker. So somewhere between 50 and 100 metres, but I wouldn't wish to commit myself beyond that. No.
We won't hold you. Okay, thank you. And you can play your part in restoring our waterways heritage by joining the Inland Waterways Association. And take a look at our Shrewsbury District and North Wales branch online, waterways.org.uk/Shrewsbury.